You're eating the same foods, you're moving the same amount, but suddenly the scale shifts. Your waistline feels a bit different. Energy dips appear in the afternoon, and someone inevitably says the phrase that frustrates nearly every woman going through midlife: your metabolism is slowing down. But what exactly does that mean? Because metabolism isn't a single switch in the body, it's a network. Hormones, muscle mass, sleep, stress, blood sugar, thyroid signaling, and inflammation all influence how your body uses energy. So, today, let's unpack what really changes in midlife metabolism and why the answer is far more complex than the calories in and calories out. I'd like to welcome you to MenoSpark, the podcast that helps women reignite their spark through perimenopause and beyond, with a focus on holistic health and wellness. I'm your host, Allie Thies. I'm a board certified sexologist, sex coach, menopause care provider, integrative wellness coach, and I'm also certified in integrative functional nutrition. Plus, besides all that, I'm your go to guide for navigating the wild, weird, and wonderful ride that is midlife. And why? Because I've been doing this whole journey without hormones and I'm postmenopausal. So there you have it. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to hit that follow button so that you never miss an episode. And if you're returning, thank you for being a part of this amazing community. Got an announcement. I'm going to be talking at the fifth annual WHATT, WHATT, which stands for Wellness Holistic Alternative Treatment and Therapy, right, fair, in Wooster, Ohio. It's happening Friday, March 20th from 4 to 8 and Saturday, March 21st from 10 to 4 at the Secrest Welcome and Education Center. It's a $10 entry fee and kids 10 and under are free. It includes a sound bath, Reiki, an art activity, therapy dogs, classes, presentations, food trucks, and a self guided self care experience. Yours truly will be speaking about menopause and how to thrive through it on Saturday, March 21st. So I hope to see you there. Now, in March, we're talking about metabolism and energy regulation. That is our theme for the month. Today, we're going to talk about why metabolism changes in menopause and why it's not just the calories. When it comes to my Thrive pillars, this covers the tailored nutrition, the hormonal balance, and the restorative practices. So, metabolism. What the heck is it? Well, metabolism refers to all the chemical reactions your body performs to create energy. It includes how your body converts food into fuel, how cells produce ATP, how nutrients are stored or used, how hormones signal energy availability. Your metabolic rate depends on, well, several factors: your muscle mass, your hormones, sleep quality, stress levels, thyroid function, and insulin sensitivity. Calories are only a piece of that puzzle. Hormonal signaling determines how those calories are used. Now, estrogen plays a surprising large role in metabolism. It influences the insulin sensitivity, fat distribution, appetite signaling, energy expenditure, and muscle maintenance. As your estrogen declines into the basement, fat storage tends to shift toward the abdomen. Insulin sensitivity, well, it may decrease slightly. Muscle mass can decline a lot more quickly, and energy fluctuations may become, well, more noticeable. Now, it doesn't mean your body is malfunctioning, it means metabolic signaling is adjusting. One of the most overlooked aspects of metabolism is muscle. Muscle tissue requires more energy than fat tissue. That means the more muscle you maintain, the more metabolically active your body remains. Beginning in our 30s, well, that muscle mass gradually declines. The process accelerates during menopause if strength training is absent. Loss of muscle can influence your basal metabolic rate, blood sugar regulation, energy levels, and your body composition. This is why resistance training becomes protective in midlife. It's not about how you look, it's really about metabolic resilience. Blood sugar stability plays a major role in metabolism. Large spikes in blood sugar trigger insulin release, energy crashes, increased fat storage, and increased hunger. When meals are balanced with protein, fiber, and healthy fats, we mean all the meals of the day, all three big ones, blood sugar tends to stabilize. All right? And if your blood sugar is stabilized, this supports consistent energy, reduced cravings, lower inflammation, and improved metabolic flexibility. That's where my pillar, the tailored nutrition, becomes powerful. Small adjustments often create meaningful shifts. Now, stress hormones influence metabolism more than most people realize. That elevated cortisol, and we've talked about elevated cortisol in the past. As our three hormones go down, the estrogen, the progesterone, the testosterone, our body tries to balance things out by rising our cortisol, our fight or flight hormone. Okay? Now, these stress hormones, when they're elevated, when your cortisol is elevated, it increases abdominal fat storage. It raises your blood sugar. It increases your appetite. It disrupts your sleep. And it gives you a slow recovery on just about everything. When women respond to metabolic frustration with extreme dieting or overexercising, cortisol often rises further, okay, and faster. This can create a cycle where the body becomes more protective with energy. Steady regulation works better than intensity. Now, supporting metabolism in menopause does not require any of these huge drastic changes. What it does involve is consistent foundations, movement that includes both strength and walking, meals, every single effing meal, ladies, needs to include protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Sleep routines allow your hormonal repair. Stress regulation reduces your cortisol load. Hydration and micronutrient support is needed. When the system receives consistent signals of safety and nourishment, metabolism responds. It doesn't happen overnight. Okay? Our metabolism is not social media, it's not instant, but steadily it comes. So, for your Spark Action of the Week, choose one metabolic support this week. It could be to add protein source to breakfast, walk for 20 minutes daily, begin a simple strength routine, maybe twice a week, balance meals with protein, fiber, and healthy fats, protect that sleep window because small, consistent metabolic signals can produce meaningful shifts. And of course, if you want more support, I am here for you through my coaching, through the menopause appointments, which are 45-minute sessions one on one. And of course, we have the Unpaused Menopause Wellness Audit. All right, all those can be very helpful. Visit menopausewellness.co to explore your options. Now, menopause doesn't break metabolism, it changes the signals that regulate energy. Once those signals are understood, women can work through their physiology instead of fighting it. Next week on MenoSpark, we're going to continue this conversation by exploring why cravings increase in midlife and what hormones have to do with it. And I'm going to be honest, I hope I can do one next Monday. Um, for those of us who are Gen X, a lot of us are also considered the sandwich generation. We have parents who need tending to, and some of us still have children that need tending to. My parents, I am their chauffeur next Monday for their various doctor's appointments, so I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to do one, but I'm hoping I can. All right. I'd like to thank you for being here and thank you for approaching menopause with curiosity instead of criticism. And if today's episode resonated with you, man, I see you. I've been there, I'm still there, and I promise there is a way forward. Please don't try to walk this road alone. You're worthy of healing, connection, and joy. And I want to thank you for hanging out with me on MenoSpark today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you found it helpful, please share it with a friend, leave a review, and make sure you're subscribed. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Substack for menopausal insights, holistic tools, and maybe some new ways to support your spark. And if no one told you this today, let me be the first to say it. You are fabulous. Until next time, keep that spark alive. You deserve it.